There are 5,212 people in our community that are not working today that were working a year ago. That's a lot of potential donors, and it's a lot of individuals that might need the very services that we support.
A community call to action is being issued by the United Way of Greater Lafayette. Good evening, I'm Jeff Smith. Nicole Kahn will be joining us in just a moment. Well, the United Way of Greater Lafayette has not even reached the halfway point of its $5 million campaign goal, and the organization fears this year's goal won't be met. Nicole Kahn joins us now live. Nicole, what could be the impact if the campaign goal isn't met?
Well, Jeff, I'm here at the TREECE Boys and Girls Club, and as you can see, we're joined by several of the students who use the after-school program pretty regularly here. And this is just one of more than 20 organizations that the United Way supports in Greater Lafayette. And as Joe LePage shows us tonight, if the United Way does not make its 2009 fundraising goal, it's going to be children, programs, and places like this one that will suffer.
It's a numbers game. The United Way of Greater Lafayette set its 2009 budget at $5 million. Right now, the organization is losing.
Reality is the math is working very much against us.
As things stand right now, the nonprofit is on pace to bring in 10 to 12% less than its projected goal. That means between $500,000 and $600,000 fewer dollars will go to the 23 local agencies United Way supports. For example, members of the Crisis Center say if the goal isn't met, the center would have to cut hours. Tippecanoe County Child Care would have to cut down its staff. Barry Richard with the TREECE Boys and Girls Club says they couldn't even afford to keep their doors open. Katie Bunder with Food Finders Food Bank says it would put their take-home program on life support.
We can't deliver the backpacks, and we can't pay people to pack the backpacks, and we can't pay people to drive the forklift, to bring the food into the warehouse, to continue the backpack program and to expand the backpack program if we don't have the funds to fund our operating costs.
Bunder and others say they have hope the money will be raised. Tony Albrecht says it breaks down to people who aren't affected, helping the ones who are. Joe LePage, News Channel 18.
And Tony Albrecht says if just 10% of the people who don't normally donate would give $11 a month, then the shortfall would be made up. And now joining me is the director of the Boys and Girls Club, Barry Richard. The United Way funds a significant portion of programs here for you.
Absolutely. The United Way, they provide 60% of our revenue, and without their help and support, there's no way we could do the programs for the children that we do now.
And if they are unable to fully fund you guys for 2010, that means program cuts.
Absolutely, whether it be academic support, maybe nutritional snacks, wellness, personal hygiene, field trips, educational opportunities. A lot of things we do depends on the United Way.
And we were talking earlier, you have already cut as much as you can at this point.
You know, right now we haven't turned the furnace on. We've tried to really make sure we're very conservative in what we do spend and have a lot of donations and volunteers, but you can only do so much of that. We really need the community support to get behind United Way and help us out.
And this means not only programs that you have now, but new programs may not come into existence.
Right. We have several ideas for new programs that would enhance the club, the organization, both sites, Beck Lane and North 10th Street. So we just need those to make it possible and happen for our community.
Okay. Thank you, Barry Richard, the director of the TREECE Boys and Girls Club. And a couple of the kids want to say hi to everyone out there tonight.
Hi!
We'll have more for you tonight on this story at 11. Reporting live from the TREECE Boys and Girls Club, Nicole Kahn, News Channel 18.
Thanks, Nicole.